So in that, today's topic is inferiority complex. Okay? Now, taking risk removes you competing. So you don't have to compete when you take risk. You don't have to compete anymore. If you're taking risk every day, you don't have to compete with anybody else because you're focused on taking risk. Think positive, which is one of the principles of real leadership, removes you having to think negatively. Believing in yourself, and all of these, I'm saying a real leadership principle first. Believing in yourself removes the feeling of feeling less than. So when you take risk and when you think positive, you are going to start believing in yourself and you will not feel less than. I don't feel less than nobody. And again, all that stuff was sprinkled from my family members, but it didn't stop me from doing anything because that shit belongs to them. And so what Nola told me when we were having the conversation was, you have a post that says, she couldn't remember what it is, but it's a turnaround risk that says, you're going to run some errands today and you're going to drop off everybody's problems. And I've told y'all to do that. So I'm going to give them their shit back. I don't want it. It don't belong to me. So here you go. It doesn't fit. The next one is challenge yourself, removes looking for praise from others as well as looking for validation from others. When I challenge myself, once it's done and I've accomplished the challenge, when I finished and got 1 billion views from Jiffy, I challenged myself. So I didn't need the approval because my mother disapproved of me making Jiffies because she said it ain't gonna make no money. That page is sitting at 16.9 billion and it's in everybody's phone. Go to GIF, type in Dr. Donna and watch my shit populate in your phone. Gang, gang. That's a win. I ain't got to feel inferior. I don't need validation from others. The doggone APIs and all the technology validated that I knew what the hell I was doing back then. The next one is be objective. So be objective removes your need to analyze, praise, or criticize others, to need it. You don't need approval or criticism from others when you are objective. When you are objective, you base all your decisions upon facts. You don't do anything without a strategy, and now you know what you're doing. So nobody can come and approve or disapprove of personal accountability or the principles of real leadership. I ain't asking for your praise or your criticism. Do it. If you hold yourself personally accountable to become your best, you're going to see that it works. And if you don't, you're going to believe that it doesn't. Why am I trying to convince you? I ain't going to convince you of shit. You're going to have to convince yourself. And if you got conformity bias and confirmation bias, you can't hear what I'm saying anyway. And then the last one, the last two, help others removes demeaning others. You can't help somebody genuinely and demean them at the same time. It's impossible to do. Stupid motherfucker, move. No. What's going on? Okay, let me help you. Here you go. And then the last one, if you have fun, embrace diversity and embrace change and grow continually, it removes shutting down and withdrawing from society. So everything from an inferiority complex that you have, there is a real leader principle, one or more, to remove it. So you don't have to sit in it any longer and you can implement it instantaneously. You do not have to make a therapy session. You do not need a prescription drug to go and undo some shit neurologically, that you can create new neural pathways through neurogenesis on your own. You don't need, I'm telling you what you need to do. And according to Kevin, it's priceless. It is. So it's very simple. Personal accountability is simple, but not easy because it takes you leaving your limbic system that's overstressed anyway and come to your frontal lobe and start implementing the principles of real leadership and the theory of personal accountability. That's how you get rid of it. That's how we eradicate it from the world. Thank you for that, Kevin. I appreciate that. And yeah, so vertical effects, stay to the end and I will answer your question. So that's that. So does anybody have any questions regarding inferiority complex before we go to our cognitive activities? And I know I've been longer. If you need to go, I totally understand, but we got to get this in. So get your note-taking materials out if you don't have them out already. And we're going to do, I'm only going to do one of each, and then I will bring the other ones back tomorrow. Okay. So number one, math problem. You're going to have 30 seconds on this one because we don't even have any parentheses on it.